Assalamu alaikum. My name is Subul Farooq and the topic of my presentation is NSAID-induced glomerulopathy. As we know that NSAIDs are extensively used pain relievers and they are safe to use, but their long-term use can produce some side effects. And if we see in context with kidneys, they may reduce glomerular filtration or can cause acute renal failure or nephritic syndrome. And mostly they are seen in patients with impaired renal function or people who are aged and have comorbidities which are already decreasing the glomerular filtration rate, thereby increasing the risk of NSAIDs related nephrotoxicity. And if we talk about how NSAIDs are affecting kidneys, we see that prostaglandins have a vasodilation effect in kidneys, which is extremely important for preglomerular maintenance, maintaining glomerular filtration rate, and preserving renal blood flow. And we know the mechanism of action of NSAIDs is the inhibition of cyclooxygenase enzyme, thereby interfering with conversion of arachidonic acid into prostaglandin, and this is how it is affecting the kidneys and producing side effects. Now here is the case study in which the person is presented to an emergency department as he is feeling extremely unwell and is lethargic and breathless. We will discuss this case study in terms of SOAP notes. Here is the subject in which we can see the chief complaint, which is lethargy and breathlessness, past medical history of the patient, which is hypertension and type 2 diabetes, and current medications, which are for hypertension and diabetes. And this subject is important for our further evaluation. In object, we have basically the lab reports. In this, we can see that the person is having hyperkalemia, increased creatinine levels, decreased bicarbonates, and increased glucose level. And we have to manage all these things. Now we have assessment. In this, we will see what is the problem. The patient is hypertensive and already taking a diuretic. For gout, he was prescribed indomethacin, and this combination of NSAID, an ACE inhibitor, and a diuretic in an elderly patient induced a state of acute renal failure, as the patient, because of his age, already has reduced renal function. In plan, we will see the management of these complications. First, we will see how we will treat the renal failure. There is no specific treatment for acute renal failure. We will treat the symptoms and the underlying cause, and we can provide supportive measures such as dialysis. We can give furosemide only if the patient have normal circulatory or blood fluid volume. Indomethacin and ramipril should be stopped as it is worsening the condition of the person. In the lab reports, we have seen that the patient was having hyperkalemia, which is the most life-threatening symptom at present. The patient could be given salbutamol, which derive potassium back into the cells, and one of the side effects of this is hypokalemia, which is our goal. Together with salbutamol, calcium gluconate may also be given intravenously to stabilize the myocardium because high serum potassium can affect the myocardium and cause arrhythmia. Another thing which we have to manage is the metabolic acidosis, which is basically the buildup of hydrogen ions in the blood. Under normal conditions, the kidneys excrete excess ions and release more bicarbonate ions into the blood to buffer the excess acid. However, in renal failure, this mechanism either fails or is unable to compensate to an adequate extent. And in lab reports, we can see there is decreased level of bicarbonate ions. So we can manage this by giving sodium bicarbonate either orally or IV. And lastly, the thing which is to be managed here is hyperglycemia. As we have seen in reports, the level of glucose was high. The patient is already taking medications for diabetes, but at this moment, these are unable to control his diabetes. So the patient should be given insulin infusion until the glucose levels are under control. Lastly, we have patient counseling, which is an important part of plan. Regarding kidney failure, the patient should be counseled related to a healthy diet, and if the person is diabetic, so he should avoid sugar containing foods. There are chances of heart diseases due to kidney damage, so smoking should be avoided as it increases the blood pressure. Excess salt must be avoided as it also increases the blood pressure, and if the person is renally impaired, then it is very problematic. Thank you.